morning, day 2. It is about 42 degrees. It is chilly. I think it's a little bit colder because we are right by the water, kind of down in this hollow. But you can see over here, the sun is coming up. We got the food bags down. We're gonna pack up, like I said, 6:30. We're gonna try to be out of here by 7, which will be probably a record for us. So right now, we're just gonna pack up and move on down the trail. We're gonna eat later. We're gonna try to get to Ole Bull Run State Park, which is 8.5 miles. The terrain today is, we've got about 3 miles of slightly downhill, kind of flat, then 2 miles up, 2 miles down to Ole Bull Run State Park, and then it goes up and down the rest of the day. So we're gonna try to we're hoping to get to do at least 20 more miles today. But again, the terrain's a little bit different, so we will see. So time to get packed up and move on out. All right, I'm heating up some water. I'm gonna have some raspberry zingle herbal tea. It's caffeine free since I don't drink caffeine anymore. But it's a little cold morning and Dakota's taking his good old time packing up. So I'll be done with my tea by the time he's done messing around with all his stuff. So, but yeah, just something warm just to heat me up this morning. We just came across mile marker 18, and I was telling Dakota that I'm thinking the trail was rerouted since I did it in 2020, because I remember walking out in an open area. It's where I came across the one guy, I think his name was John, where I was talking to him for a while. And then I camped at like mile 16 and a half. I didn't see any of that yesterday. There was no opening area, no open area. No other campsites that look familiar. So I'm thinking that was either I went to I was on the wrong side trail last time I did it, or it was rerouted. So, but again, I'm using Far Out, which is Gut Hooks. And that's to remind me, this trail is also on Far Out, which is formerly Gut Hooks, which does make it a lot easier. But the only complaint I have is on most of the other trails on Gut Hooks, all the water sources are marked. They're not marked, all of them on here. So it'll tell you you're crossing a bridge. I guess that assumes there's water, but I don't know. But there's very few water sources listed compared to how many water sources there actually are. So I just wanted to remind you that if you're looking on this app, on Far Out, and thinking there's very few water sources, well, there's more on here than what's listed. So just wanted to point that out. We are about 5 miles from Ole Bull Run State Park. So we got a pretty decent incline and then right back down. About, I'd say close to 1,000 feet over about 2 miles. So it shouldn't be too bad. But once we get there, there's picnic tables, bathrooms and stuff. So it's 9 o'clock now. So we should, we're gonna be stopping there for lunch for sure. right, here we are. We are at the Ole Bull Run State Park, and we are working our way across this bridge. We're gonna go over there to the pavilion and rest a little bit and have lunch. But this is a very, very nice state park. Here's my food today for lunch, and it's looking good. And over there is Dakota's spread, all his food. I call this a trail sandwich. Cookie, dark chocolate, and peanut butter. My new pack is doing great so far. It's really comfortable. I'm really liking it. And I just want to say thank you to Ben, the owner of Hilltop Packs, for putting this in there with my backpack. It's, I guess it's etched on there. It's great. This thing, I love this sit pad. Thanks, Ben. All right, we're leaving Ole Bull Run State Park. I rested a little bit, had some lunch, messed around. There's chipmunks all over the place, but we were able to dump our trash. That's a day and a half's worth of trash we put in the garbage can, so that was nice. So now we are right out of the park. Right up here, we have a 1,000 foot climb over 2,000 feet. No, yeah. 1,000 foot climb over 2 miles, sorry. And we will then be at the highest point on the trail at the very top, which is 2,181 feet. So that's where we're going right now. We're gonna try to do, we already did 8.5 miles today. We wanna do 11 and a half more. We wanna try to get to 20 if we can. So, and again, then that's all gonna be determined on where we can camp too. So time to start the climb. I don't know if you can see, but the road is right down there where we came and got the trail. So we're only a couple minutes in. That's how high up we went. We got a long way to go. And so far, it's not too steep. Here we are at the top. It's beautiful. It's not very big, so we're gonna be heading down, but we're now at 2,181 feet, and this is the absolute highest point of the trail. So it's all downhill from here. All right, went back down. Now I'm gonna go right back up. We just entered an area though that's kind of creepy looking, like kind of spooky. I mean, it's overcast right now, and it's pretty cool. It's only in the low 60s, but it's kind of overgrown and just like a mishmash of different kind of plants and stuff. It just looks like almost scary being in here. But we're gonna keep on going. So I think we figured out why it was so like eerie and everything we were in here. We are actually in Spook Hollow, and here is the Spook Hollow shelter. These shelters are actually really nice all along the trail. They're like this, except for the dynamite shack that we passed out yesterday. But yeah, there's pots and pans. There's some water here actually. Thank you for the people that do the trail magic. So if we need water, we can get it. That's awesome. But yeah, really nice shelter. All right, so we're out here in the woods in the middle of nowhere, and we can hear, do you hear that? I hear a lawnmower. So there must be some house back here. Of course, we do see some power lines here, and there's a residential waste thing over here. So we must be close to some kind of civilization. All right, we are now at roughly mile 36-ish, going down to 37. And this is probably the steepest hill going down if you're going clockwise, and absolutely the steepest hill going if you're going counterclockwise. And I did this both ways, and I can tell you it's steep. It'll get a lot steeper than this. So I'm gonna put the camera away and we're gonna keep on moving down. And down, I wish I would have had on film. I tell you, this is a steep hill, man. It's hard to tell watching it, but or looking at this on video, but
anything.
It's a very steep hill. Fall number 2 for Dakota, and he broke his trekking pole. Yeehaw. It is 6 o'clock, and we are at roughly mile 19 for today, for the trade, and 37 for the trip. So we're actually at the campsite I stayed at the second night when I did this trail in 2020, but when I stayed right over there was my tent. But we're not staying here. We're gonna stop here and eat. We're gonna eat dinner. Because what we don't wanna do, we only got a couple more miles to go to a campsite that we wanna get to. We wanted to do at least 20 miles today. We're gonna end up a little bit more in 21. And what we both don't wanna do, because we're getting old, I'm getting old especially, is eat. Like roll into camp at around like 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, set up and eat at like 9 or 10, have heartburn all night. So we're gonna stop here, relax, we're gonna eat, and then we gotta go up another massive hill. Dakota fell twice and he broke both his trekking poles. So he's gonna finish the trail without trekking poles. They're done. So, all right, so we're gonna take off our packs and we're gonna sit here and eat. All right, so it's about 8:30. We passed up that campsite. We had 8 there, and we decided to go on another 2 miles. Well, 2 miles came and went. Matter of fact, we didn't even see a campsite where they said there was supposed to be one. So we're now at mile 40. So that's 3 miles from where we were, and we are not finding anything, and it's getting dark. So, and on top of that, we are seeing tons and tons of bear prints. Big bear prints and little bear prints, meaning mama bear and baby bears. So, and they look pretty fresh, and there's a lot of them. So we're gonna hopefully come out of this dark, dreary area down here by the water, and hopefully at some point we're gonna find some trees that are halfway decent to hang out of here. So we're just gonna keep moving on a little bit. There's a campsite up here very soon, I think. According to Far Out, it says there's camping there. I don't know, we'll see. But hopefully we can find a spot, or else we're gonna be night hiking, because what's coming up here is that big pipeline that goes for a couple miles. That's just out in the open for miles. So we don't wanna be out there. We don't wanna be hiking late, because we already hit 21 miles and we're still going. So we'll see.
Been rugged terrain too.
Yeah, it has been rugged. Today has been a pretty tough day, but we're gonna keep on going. All right, here's camp for the night. It's not the best, but if you look, there's a road here, and if you can see it, it's kind of getting dark, but it's almost 9 o'clock. There's like a pipeline or something right there, so we're probably gonna die of like oil poisoning or something. But we crossed the road. The trail's down there a little bit, but we found some trees just off into the woods off to the side that are actually pretty good trees to hang from. So we're gonna hang here tonight and set up and do it all over again tomorrow. We're at about mile 40 right now, which is a lot farther than what we thought we'd be today, but we're doing pretty good. We're almost halfway done with the trail. Dakota broke both his trekking poles, so he may bail tomorrow at Cross Fork. So
not happening.
We're gonna see what's gonna happen at Cross Fork. We'll be in there tomorrow morning sometime.
Going all the way.
And on the positive note, we did meet Wanda, who's the Trail Association president. I think it was this morning. We had a part of the trail walks up into another one of these kind of roads, and she was driving down. They were going to do trail maintenance. So very nice lady. So Wanda, if you're watching, you know, it's very nice to meet you, and thank you for all the work you do out here maintaining the trail, because that's what she was doing. But right now we're just going to get set up. All right, here's camp. It is late. It's after 9, and there's a breeze blowing, so we're shutting the doors. And I think he just heard thunder off in the distance, so that's not going to be good. But these were the best trees we could find without having to traipse back in the woods, and we weren't going to go off the trail that far. We'll end up getting lost and we'll be dead out here in the woods. But he's going to finish pinching his tarp, and we're going to hang our food bags, and then we're done for the night. So with that, I'm going to leave it there, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.